Welcome back to Act 3 of this beautiful series so far. You guys have been following along. We just finished Act 1 and 2. So let's start with Act 3. Starting in the Tsar encampment, I'd recommend checking out Clarissa and also the other areas, which is going to be Hargan, for some loot, for some items, if you do struggle with some items at the moment. Inside this video, we are also going to do the Ascendancy at the end of Act 3. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that also. It's going to be a little bit of a longer episode because of the Ascendancy as well that we're going to include into this video. But overall, you could just follow along and you can hold out on the Ascendancy for a little bit longer if you are feeling you want to do that. But it's also not detrimental if you want to try it out. Just make sure that you have enough life. The boss does it's really hard, like really hard. So just be prepared. But for now, we are just gonna play our character and see how strong we could get before the next act, or before the end of this act. So make sure you grab our loot. Pretty good stuff. I feel like at the far left, it's going to be a dead end, so we're going to just make our way this side. We're looking for a few things in the zone. The first thing is the sewer grating. It's going to be the location we go to after, but before we get there, we have to find another doorway so we can get that key. That is going to be very needed, obviously, to continue on with this act. At this moment, we are just changing all the purple to pink so we can get a pretty strong breach. And get some good experience from it. If you guys have any questions about this series so far, please let me know in the comment section, obviously. We can always start a conversation about stuff that I may be doing incorrectly, or maybe something that you tried out yourself that is a lot better. Because we're only going to do this with a single build. Maybe every league we will do this. Provide a guide on a hardcore to at least finish campaign. Maybe we can talk about stuff afterwards, like how to farm money. What is the most efficient way to get money? What is the stuff you can do on the sidelines? You know, like trading or anything. Like pretty much anything. So we can have a conversation on all these things as well. But I'll do that after the act is done. First of all, we have to reach endgame, because pretty much everything that you need to do is going to be around endgame. You're going to get more gold to do stuff like trading, currency exchange, even buying idols, or just becoming stronger in general. But there's so many methods in this game to make money. The most obvious and easiest one to do in this league is to just level up your tree and pump out 6 links from it, body armors and weapons. Because even if the weapon or body armor is bad, as long as it's a 6 link, it has value, especially in hardcore. In softcore, like, there's so many people doing it, so there's a lot less value to getting 6 links. And that's why most of the bigger channels, for example, like Fubgun, they are avoiding doing like breach in general. After they get their double sockets or double grafts, there's pretty much no more need to do it. So, and the other 10,000 people, 100,000 people that is in endgame and softcore, they will be farming the 6 links. So you could just like focus everything you have into making as much money as possible. But we'll get to that factor once we get to endgame, and we'll talk about all of the stuff that you need to know. There's just a million ways to make money in PoE 1, and that's fantastic. In PoE 2, it's like not the case. There's like a very small, minuscule stuff that you can make like really good money on. Now there is people doing weird stuff that still makes good money. For example, Expedition. But you know, me not do it. Me not do it. Me not that kind of orc. If that makes sense. Alright, so right now we do have mana issues. Don't know how to solve it for now. The one thing I do know that is gonna be needed is to just beeline pretty much straight to the projectiles speed and pierce. Pretty much just pierce and speed. That is over here on the right side. But since it's hardcore, we're also just gonna spend 3 points in here, so we get more life and more spell suppression. That's gonna help the build quite a bit.
Let's see you get through this.
And some of these lines are so useless, the way it's placed.
We can win this.
I'm being phoned, 1 second. Alright, was ads again. I've been phoned 5 times yesterday for ads, by the way. People think I have money for some reason.
Existence is stilled. The dreamer.
Yeah, we have crazy mana issues, man. What? It's not a 6 link, it's a 6 socket, but dude. That is a really good one, actually. It's a lot of resist. It comes down to cold res. Wow. Alright. Not that I want to stack energy shield, but we're doing it now. For a bit. Right, so in this zone, highly recommend doing your Trial Ascendancy. We can see it over there. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. I told you guys before, I've done it already on this character. So just go do that and get your Trial Ascendancy done. Because we are going to do our Ascendancy at the end of this act.
Nip at my heels. Bag it and tag it, boys and girls. Enough of this.
They're still doing really good damage, so pretty good stuff. Alright, so we're gonna log out and log back in. And now we're gonna get the sewer key from Clarissa. And if you didn't talk to her before, she's not gonna stand here. So if she's not standing here, you have to go back. You have to go to the previous area, which is called the City of Sarn. Kill the boss that is in front of her. Flammability, conductivity, frostbite, eternal weakness, despair, enfeeble, plague bearer, malevolence, bane, hatred, wrath, and temporal chains. The only one that's useful here is wrath, so we'll take that. I don't know if we're gonna use it. I don't think we have enough mana reservation for it. And now we have to get back to the slums. Just I'm that kind of person that want to talk to everyone so that we always have no exclamation points anywhere.
What is it?
What is it? It will save Wrath. I don't know if we're going to use it anytime soon. I mean, we can level it up, but... Because once we get a little bit more mana reservation, we are going to get another support, which is like Stone and Flesh. Like, we care about the tankiness of the build more than anything else. Alright, so now we come to the sewer. Inside this zone is where one of my characters died. There's something called Blight in this area, where Clarissa is presenting her her thingy to do, like her mechanic at endgame. And Blight is very common. It's a tower defense. It's fairly easy if you set up your towers correctly. It's just I got overrun. The first one is not easy at all. I think most people will struggle with the very first one in the game, because you just don't get enough points compared to how difficult the enemies are. I think it's a little bit overscaled, to be quite honest, if I have to take a guess. So obviously we're going to do our breach. Every time I see breach, we're going to just do it. It is hardcore, and it is most probably the best way to overfarm experience.
I'd question what I've become if I felt the need. I don't.
You can see my stacks right now. We have we have 3 of each, so it's 3 endurance, 3 frenzy, 3 power. So this is pretty much the highest damage we could do right now once we have the stacks. And we're going to speedrun, obviously, through everything while we have these stacks. We want to be as fast as possible through all the acts. Or through all the zones, let's just say that. Through maps. So we just leveled up. So we are on our way to this. Just have to get my mouse out of the way. So 10% increase evasion and 4% maximum life. Grab the waypoint that's over here. We're going to use this a bit later.
Well done. Now be a good assistant and find a
So
place
we'll
to
do it again.
deploy a tower.
It's split up in 2.
Exile. Fire's flame. The blight is real.
I put coal down with purple. So you can see, like, we just don't do enough damage. It's just impossible.
You're making me nervous.
So yeah, the first one you always get overrun. And I think partially it's because we're not getting, we don't have Pierce. It's impossible pretty much for this build to do it on the first one. We don't have to talk to Clarissa. So the exit is either top right or bottom right to the next zone. But we're looking for the third. Oh, we have all 3. So we're just looking for the exit now. Obviously, the exit will be marked with a door icon on your minimap. There we go, found it. Heading over to the marketplace. Then we have to go to the battlefront. But for you guys that maybe haven't started this league on on hardcore yet, you would go to a different location first. I will show you the location. So right here is going to be a different door. It's close to the waypoint. But you go into this location right here, the catacombs, if you still need to do your ascendancies. Don't care about the exclamation point here. We're not going to use it. We're looking for the battlefront right now, so there's the door. So battlefront. So in this zone you want to stick to the bottom left. We're looking for the waypoint, and close to the waypoint there's going to be an item called spool. So we're going to grab both of that. Oh, these guys hit quite hard. So there's the waypoint, then we're going to get spool right here. And then we're just going to run this way, and then we're going to find the next door. The docks. So inside here we're going to look for a carrier or a carry-on. No, it's like a trailer. And inside this trailer it's going to have what we need. Which is the sulfite. Another level. More life and evasion. So this is the wrong place. You can make that guy loose if you want with side quests, but we don't care about him. Our steel skin leveled up. Pretty good. I recommend skipping this one. It's a pretty hard enemy coming out of this. But I'm gonna do it. Spin does quite a bit of damage. It's quite a hard enemy. Right, the good and the bad. The good, we're getting quite a lot of experience. The bad, where is this freaking area we need? Now it's gone. I realized that I was that strong. Yeah, we were level 84 when we died on hardcore. It's kind of sad. And we died because I did a map that had elemental reflect on it. So I died in one cast. Like, almost instantly. Forgot that that is in Fury 1. Alright, there we go. We got the soul fight, so now we can just log out and log back in. Hargun is giving us a book.
The Beatles poet, could I?
So we'll use that. Oh, we got our first Chaos Orb. Alright, we also can use more duration support. But now we don't have a double red with Steel Skin. That really sucks. So we got our first
Hello.
Chaos Orb.
What is it?
I'm gonna just put this away though. I have quite a bit of money already in hardcore. Alright, so we're gonna teleport back to Battlefront. I'm busy trading, so we have close to a divine. If not, we have a divine worth of money. If not close to, it's a divine. So I'm busy currently right now flipping exalted orbs. And we have 7 exalts. Which 7 goes for 10 each. 10 chaos each. Sorry, 20. I buy for 10, I sell for 20. So we make double the amount per trade. Alright, we can start the event. Oh wait, there's more. Oh, I just got them. Alright, leveled up again. Cool. Later down the line, we are gonna take the which one? Where is it? The second from the bottom. 15% chance to suppress spell damage if helmet, body armor, and gloves all have evasion rating. But for now, we can't take it yet, because you know I can't get that easily right now. For some reason I have another skill point. So it's on our way to the projectiles can pierce. Solaris Temple level 1.
Not a speck of dust or brick out of place. Someone's got too much time on their hands.
Pretty good music. So in this zone we're looking for the waypoint because it's the right direction. I think we'll skip that delirium. Sorry, breach. Give it a tiny little skip-it-in-ski. Alright, so right next to it you go up. And this should be the right way. Oh, that's so rare. Or unique, sorry. Yeah, I don't know, dude. This is... I don't know. We're not even damaging this thing. Some rares is just unkillable. Don't waste your time on them. This place can be very mazy, but just like keep running around until you see a door. Or in this case, it's going to be an exclamation point.
Low on mana.
No movement speed on those boots, right? Yeah. There's more purple up there.
I will slay every last one of you. Begone, foul enemy! Proof against the storm!
Just give a shield.
Dreamer!
Giant mana flask. $250. They grab the waypoint. We talk to Dahlia. We take the
That you have.
intellect.
The cockroach. I like a
flash of arcanity.
and then you take the item. You would come then to the library over here, and deep in, roughly here somewhere, you're gonna get a crafting material.
The gemling. You've
Right, we're gonna teleport now to the sewers.
Greetings.
But I think before we do that, let's just go craft new gear.
What is it?
It's a decent amulet, actually. Might be able to sell it. Or put it in the guild stash. Alright, let's head to the monastery. We'll get some new gear here. Potentially even a new
Enter.
graft. Level 33, so doubt. 25.
Genesis tree accepts your
27.
offering.
Let's check, maybe we got something we can use here. Spell crit crit. Life on kill. So I don't know if that's better. Fire and lightning resist.
Hello again.
So I wanted to find out if it's better. Hover over it. 1000 DPS. 1100.
Welcome.
So then we just put this back on our stash. I don't know if there's more items here that we can get. 27,
Genesis tree accepts your
28. We got that belt again. A unique ring.
Yes, just like that.
Another unique belt. So, mana cost of skills -5. Regenerate mana over a few times. Recover damage taken. Recoup his mana. This is actually solving our mana issues.
Greetings.
Reflects physical damage to melee attackers. Regenerate 2% of life per second for each different ailment affecting you. Alright, so right now we're just gonna head back to sewers. Didn't get much, but it's okay. Right here roughly is a crafting recipe.
I'm inside the Blackguard stronghold.
Alright, let's do this first.
Box in a henhouse.
was fun.
Giant life flask. Okay, I think we're going to start this.
This world isn't yours to conquer. We can win this.
Oh, can we win this? Ooh, our mana looks solved. Another Chaos Orb. Another 6 socket. Ugh. Important that we grab this waypoint. We're gonna come back here soon.
You're not the only one who wields death as a weapon, boy.
This guy does quite a bit of fire damage.
I fought for God. Who do you fight for, Exile?
So just pull him into that room.
Had I killed you back in Orient, I'd have been showered in gold. Where's the justice, eh?
Right, so technically now we have 2 chaos, right? I should go check how much my spark cost that we need. So let's quickly have a look. Over here. Wait. Oh my goodness. That is very expensive. 25. That is quite expensive, dude. I mean, I'm making that literally in 3 trades-ish. Compared to how much we're making, it's still beneficial to do. But like for you guys that is watching this series, like obviously you won't be able to afford it until more people are farming it. I don't know why people are not spamming Lab 3. It's pretty good money that you can make from it. The thing is, I almost have no way around that spark. I'm playing on a controller, and it's kind of tedious to aim because the right analog stick is not how you aim. For some reason. You can only aim with the left. You move and aim with the, like, one analog stick. The same one. And it's very tedious. Unlike PoE 2. PoE 2 you can aim with the right while running with the left. So you can be running and aiming at opposite directions. Alright. Getting projectile damage, then we're gonna get Pierce. Grab the waypoint, then we go to level 2.
I was once off my
Now this area sucks a little bit.
days after eating bad leaf drops. Felt just like this.
Pretty much what you want to do from this point onwards, other than the starting area that we just came out of. If you go down in the stairs, you're wrong. Like, you only want to go upstairs from this point onwards. But I mean, even knowing that, like, this area can still take very long, because it's hard to tell if you're in the right area or not. And you can also use Vol Spark as an option. Not a big fan of it. Like, I just want to use Spark of the Nova, but there's only one on the market right now. I can't believe it, dude. It's kind of crazy. And it requires level 52. Dead end. $1,000 life. Wow. It's gonna suck. How did I know it's gonna suck? Well, Our projectiles doesn't fly through this, through these cells, but theirs do. So on our way to fight our level 2 piety. There's 3 levels of her. There's also crafting material on the zone, so just keep an eye out for that.
Grand experiment, Shadow. Time we saw the results. No idea what's at stake here, Shadow. Damn you!
Damn you,
To do
girl.
my work personally, but you piety
So yeah,
satisfying exception.
the crafting material is roughly here. The crafting recipe. So then we'll just relog. So go to Grigor for another +1.
Where are
Identify the items.
Yes.
All right. Now another skill point. Now it's gonna go into projectile damage. And soon we're gonna have projectile pierce. So now we go to Ebony Barracks. Ebony Barracks. And then we're gonna run up. So this way, top right. To Imperial Gardens. Now in this zone, we are... How do I say this? You can go do Grandpa. And unlock the points or the skills I'm using, so it's probably going to be ideal for us to do it. Because I'm using it already, so... Colossal Life Flask gives 1,000. Getting quite a bit of them now. So once you get to the waypoint, you run top left. Also, top right corner is going to be another ascendancy that you have to do. So then you would be coming to library. So you can read the guide that I have open at the bottom left of the screen next to potions. It's early option for lab, for normal lab, if you want to do that. We're gonna do the act first, and then we're gonna do our first ascendancy. We'll do lab 1 later. Off the bus. Alright, so let's do it now.
This world is not yours.
Not having mana issues is extremely helpful. Oh, there goes the mana.
I've almost got it.
It's still extremely manageable.
Get them away from me. For Raycraft.
Alright. Now we have Pierce. Where we're getting a lot of 1,000 mana. Or 1,000 life regen potions. So you come talk to Soisa, and then we're looking for a room that has a candle that you can press on. It doesn't show on the minimap. This is also skippable, by the way. Like, once you reach Act 6, you're gonna just get it for free. Maybe I'll just show you guys the zone. Or with chance. So we got a loose candle. When you click on it, a door opens. And you go to the archives. In this zone, there's going to be... Okay, so in this zone, it's going to be scary. Like, if you don't have any freeze resist or freeze immunity. These enemies here, like, has a good chance of freezing you after a few hits. So just keep that in mind. Be very careful of getting frozen. It can be detrimental. But yeah, we have to collect 3 of these book stands and get these pages. Good, so let's get more Pierce. We'll get projectile speed. So one more. I believe that's all of them. And now what you'll... Oh, there's one more. I see it. Return the golden pages to Phrecia. So what you'll do now is you'll just run back like this, obviously. You can actually log out and log in. It's going to be most probably faster. So you go to Phrecia, you talk to Phrecia, and then you'll have access. Gold penetration support is something we're going to use later, so I'm going to take it right now. Faster projectiles, you can also get that from here, which we're using right now. So there's quite a few cool stuff here. So we're taking Cold Pen. But now if you talk to Phrecia, you can see you have all the pages that I showed you guys before. But for now, I believe you still don't have it in your... You don't have this guy in your hideout. You'll have to come here to this act. So right now you just go to the library to buy stuff. If you need anything, you obviously go to the encampment to get the chance orbs or whatever he requires. And you'll just come back here and just give it to him, whatever he needs, you know. Because like he needs like weird currency in order for you to buy it. This is Plum, we don't need it. It's to unlock that guy I was talking about earlier. Like, where we had to get the sulfite. We don't need it, so... But yeah, you can just take the Plum to him. I think he gives you an option for a ring or something, if I'm not mistaken. You see the book on the top left, that is where your, one of your ascendancies are. So, in this zone we want to get top right. And that's how I know that we're in the wrong location. And I had to run down. So now we're heading over to Scepter of God.
Whoever built this was desperately compensating for something.
Actually heard quite a bit. I see, like the first time in a long time I got a comment on my YouTube channel. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're just gonna go up the stairs as many times as possible until we get to the boss. The upgrade we're gonna get is gonna be projectile speed in the next level. 3 rares, we might as well summon the tornado. Alright, didn't see any other purples, so... Is there a door we can open here? Yeah. So we can just start.
Keep them back!
Alright. Let's get our projectile speed. 15% more projectile speed. So yeah, it's just this one here. Let's make sure this door is open.
I'm going to lose focus. Almost there. Annihilation! The dreamer!
Not bad. Got a short bow there. Okay, there's a waypoint here. Alright, Scepter of the... what? Something. The Upper Scepter of God. There we go. So just running straight forward, like straight to the boss. This is a fairly hard boss, by the way. It is also the end of the act boss. So you're gonna fight everything in between. The big boss that's coming up after is fairly difficult. He's applying a lot of bleed. His auto attacks really hurt, and you have to stay literally on him because you don't want him to charge. His charge is like pretty much a one-shot kill. So you just want to stay on top of him. You just have to heal yourself through the bleeding. You can always just get yourself a bleeding immunity life flask. That can help quite a bit. Yeah, try and like it would be so nice if we can level up before the boss fight though. And get some spell suppression. Because the boss itself does a lot of spell damage, and then the final part of the boss does a lot of physical. So some spell suppression could actually be good. But here's the boss, we didn't level. Guess it's fine. If it's too hard, we'll just pause.
I've dealt with far darker shadows than you, Exile.
So right now we're just fighting his ads. This guy does an insane amount of damage, especially when he jump slams you. There's the jump, he missed the jump. Or it was evaded.
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile?
So right now the ads will spawn. This is from the previous acts. Or like this is from this act, all the bosses. All the uniques, I would say. I get missed. Oh, this PAT. This guy does a frontal that does a decent amount of damage. When he blinks like that, he's gonna do a slam. This circle spawning, this is also from like tier 17 maps. Just don't be inside the black part of the double circle. Where is my tornado going, dude? Okay, so now that's done. Now it's the second part. So the first one is a lot of magic damage. Lightning wasn't scared because we have capped, overcapped on lightning. This one, however, is going to be difficult because the hits does a lot of damage. And it's also going to apply bleed. But hopefully my Ash will actually do a lot of damage to him. You want to stay inside the circle, by the way. Hands is not doing great damage against them though. And the bleed is stacking up too much. It's fine.
It's funny, Your Grace.
Alright. Nothing useful here. So we're gonna go to the aqueduct. So this is the start of the next act, but we're gonna make our way obviously to the city. Because I feel like that's where the act technically starts. There's a lot of purple on the other side.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
So something like this is perfect. So then they have access. Alright, so we're gonna chance to suppress spell damage. So we're going into this.
Retreat, Highborn! Begone, foul enemy!
Having no mana issues is pretty nice. Colossal Life Flask, another 1000 flask. Right. So we're just gonna come to this double and just identify our items so we can sell.
Anything you need, just ask.
250.
Yes.
I don't know if this is worth. Wow, okay. 5 chaos. Alright, we'll put away all of this. Then I'm gonna just sell this quickly at my hideout. And then we're gonna do our third ascendance, first ascendance actually.
What are we shipping today?
So this is, I would say, about 6.
At that
Because ours is better than the one guy.
Hello.
You see that I'm busy selling this. So we got underbid quite a bit, so either we cancel this and just buy Spark. I don't know, man. Like, that Spark is needed on a controller. I mean, this is selling for exalts. So I'm gonna just cancel this. It's never gonna get bought. And then we sell it for 18.
All in order. I'll let you know. I'm Rog.
Alright. So now we're gonna go to Act 3. By the way, if there's ascendancies that you missed, just look at the thing, it will tell you exactly where it is. It would say like Act 2 Crypt, for example. And then you'll just go there. I hate that I have exclamation points.
Parties of
You are the true spirit of the Makoru.
Mine, Lightning
Not the
Trap,
cowardly beast
Bull,
that
Hex
sinks deep
Blast,
into the lonely
Soul
forest.
Wind,
You strike the
Blade Fury. Just take anything.
Tala.
I don't want that quest up. Alright, let's get to the plaza.
you stand before the gates of the Lord's labyrinth.
And then we're gonna do our lab one.
These walls, the Lady of Justice.
So it requires level 33 and we're level 38, so it shouldn't be that difficult. But the final boss gets enraged and there is potential of one-shotting you. So be careful. Generally in your lab you want to run up, top right generally. It's not always the case for the right door, but generally it's the right place. Especially in the very first lab. If you have some weird layout, I would just recommend restarting. So it's not inside there, that's the trap room. My sparks got trapped there, it looks kind of funny. So it's not up there, but it's this way then. There we go. You always click on this. But there's only one direction anyway, so there's only one door in this location we're in. Once you get inside, you can always just come over here
Close to the end.
for the crafting recipe. Just remember to grab it.
The Emperor beckons, and the world attends. Prove yourself, Ascendant.
What? My hands went and attacked something else. Again. How unreliable.
You are inexhaustible.
There we go.
Loyalty is a fire
Stupid
that
hands.
spreads quickly.
Unreliable.
Rest is dry.
It attacked twice, which is good, but completely wrong targets. So just be careful of these blades. Like I said before, they do percentage damage, and it's very deadly if you get hit by it for too long. Generally, we just want to get higher up in the zone. And we see a door. Hope it's the right one. It's the wrong door. You can see it by... Like, you want to go as straight as possible to the next zone. This one is not straight. So either you can enter this door, which I'm going to do, or you can look for the other door in this zone. Normally, when you find the wrong door, the other door is fairly close on the other side. Not always the case, but generally that is how it is. So these are all puzzles you can do in order to get more keys for the reward. It is fairly rewarding, but it's completely useless, to be quite honest. Because of the tree, you get better stuff. So we found the right door, so now it's the second time we fight the boss. It's you have to fight the boss 3 times. Every single ascendancy is going to be 3 times. The thing about higher labs just means that there's more rooms in order to get to the boss. And obviously the boss stats is also increased, so it's more difficult. And my hands again went to the wrong side. That's always great. Let's kill the thing before the hands hit it again.
You are condemned.
I'm not a fan of this.
Such resilience. Time is the champion of second chances.
Feeling a little bit weak on this fight. Obviously we can level up to do better stuff. Grab the lever here. Like, this is unfortunately the only way to go. So grab this lever here. Look at your minimap to see where the levers are that you need to pull.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
But yeah, you need to come this way, unfortunately, in this layout that we have right now. Just blink across, that was the wrong way. So the fire floor does quite a bit of damage. We highly recommend staying out of the fire floor. But it should be like common sense, right? Found a door. Is this the right one? Yes, it's the right one. So you can see over here, like, there's a door that goes up, and this one goes straight. So we're at the right door. So now there's one more door left, and then the boss. So I would actually like to level up here, if possible. In this zone. Like, even though you're leveling and it's like, you know, the only thing you're taking is stats, that doesn't really matter, because every level you get life. So for example, our life is now 987. Okay, blinked across. So 987.
Now that was satisfying.
And now it's 1000, you see. So every level you get a little bit of life. I can't recall how much it is, 987. But I mean, like, it doesn't work like that because I have a lot of life modifiers. But you're gonna say it's like 20 life per level or something around there. Alright, this is the wrong door. And that door, the circle, the node, looked like a key. So you don't want to do those doors because, like, it requires a key to find the right door. Majority of the time. It's not always, but it's majority of the time. Alright, so chance to suppress spell damage even more. Yes, please, we'll take that.
Can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises.
Okay, final boss fight.
Empire through trouble.
Now, normally in this fight there's a lot less ads. Again, not always, but... So hopefully my hand will hit it this time.
Prove yourself, Ascendant.
Alright, I'm not a fan of this. There's so many ads, dude.
Are you a martyr?
He's one hit. There you go.
At last.
I feel like we did it a little bit too soon, our ascendancy. So we got a treasure key anyway. Like you'll always get one, I think. Killing the final boss. So we could just open one of this. But if you did all the puzzles, you'll be able to open up all of these.
Receive our blessings.
Alright, so now I have the option between giving 2% quality
Ascendant.
to a skill gem
Is the ending
or to
deserve.
transcend a gem. So it's changing the form of a gem. So we're using Kinetic Rain. It has to be a skill gem. So we're going to put this in and Glacial Cascade, Blight, or Flame Blast of Celerity. Glacial Cascade of the Fissure. I'll just take this. But this is how you also get your spark. The spark that we need is from this. So yeah, we don't have enough people doing ascendancies compared to how many people are dying. So you can choose between the Servant of Arakali, Blind Prophet, or Surfcaster. Now if you play a different class other than Shadow, you'll have different options here. But we're going to play the Surfcaster.
The artist.
And then your ascendancy, we're going to choose the attack, cost, and movement speed first. So even though we have no mana issues right now, well, guess what? Because of our cast speed increase, it goes slowly down, but we do have... You can see the mana is never going to be full again. So we are back to mana problems. And that is okay. We're doing a lot more damage now, and our movement speed is going to be fantastic. So right up, in the next video, we're going to start with Act 4. Cool guys, congratulations, we just finished Act 3. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in Act 4. Link is in the description if you want to see the playlist. Take care, peace.